Welcome back to Unusual GCSE Questions. This is
Edexcel Higher,
June 2025.
Paper 2, question 9.
Question 9.
So we're going to put it up on the board first and
Oh yeah, let's put it up on the board, even though it's just that. But yeah, we'll put it up on the board. Here we go. Right, okay.
And by the board we meant the screen.
Screen.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. We call it the board.
The board.
Because it's like,
The board on the
you should
screen.
all do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
There is a little bit more written, obviously in the paper, and they say this is the case for all values of x that are not 0, and then they say what are the values of a, b, and n. Right, now this is question 9, we said, yeah?
Yeah.
So there's a few things that you should be thinking at this stage. If this is question 9, it's not a hard question.
Yeah.
Right, so we haven't done this because it's a hard question. We've done it because it's slightly unusual, and when I did this with my class, a lot of people were getting confused about this. So if you look at it and think it's a hard question, you're wrong, right? It's question 9. You've misunderstood what's going on if you think this is difficult. Now, there are reasons why you might misunderstand what's going on, because firstly they say this is true for all values of x that are not 0, and some people found that confusing, and why are we talking about values of x that are not 0? And they thought what that meant was that you needed to start putting values of x into here, like x, well, you know, it can't be 0, so let's try x equals 1, x equals 2, like as if that was what you're supposed to do, and then maybe that would give you some kind of simultaneous equations to solve, or
That's massively overcomplicated.
yeah. The reason why, well, firstly, look, if they say x can't be this or it can't be that, the best thing to do if you see that in a question to begin with is just ignore it, right? Don't start by thinking about those kind of things. When they say that, it's usually just to help you decide between two possible solutions when you
Right
get to
at
the
the
end.
very end,
Yeah,
isn't it?
at the very end, yeah. In this one, it's not even that.
That's
The reason why x can't equal 0 is because x to the power of minus 1 means 1 over x, and if x was 0, that would be 1 over 0, which is math error, isn't it?
We talk about that in Mean Girls, don't we?
Do
I think so.
they? Do
Yeah.
they? And so really saying x can't equal 0 is just really just part of a kind of general kind of, what's the word? I don't want to say rigorousness.
No, I'd say, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Covering their backs.
yeah, just saying that this is a thing. Yeah.
So so all you have to do
Let's
is
just do it.
expand the brackets.
Yeah, just
So you need to use your index laws. So here you've got 3 times 4 is 12, not indices laws, index laws. 3 times 4 is 12, x to the minus 1 times x to the...
yeah, but remember that x by itself is x to the power 1.
1. So you add these together, so that's x to the power of 0. I'm going to write that out. It's not particularly necessary, we'll come to it. And then this times this, so we've got minus 3, and then x to the minus 1 times x to the 3 is x squared.
Add the powers, yeah.
Yeah. So here, we should all know that x to the power of 0 is 1. Anything to the power of 0 is 1.
Apart from when x equals 0, remember? And then and they have ruled that out again, because 0 to the power of 0 isn't 1.
Yes, that's true.
But,
yes. Yeah. So we have 12 minus 3x squared, and now we want to look at the format.
Yeah, that's it. It's finished.
So it tells you to write down the values of a, b, and n. And people get, I don't know if you've seen this before, but people get confused about the b because it says positive b and this is a negative value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be confused by that.
Yeah, it's just
It's the thing to remember.
minus 3.
Yeah, so if you've got minus 3, you've got to remember that's the same as plus minus 3.
Yeah.
So, but
Cool.
yeah, that's it. That's all it is. So what have we learned here? If it's question 9, it's not difficult.
Don't make your life harder than it needs to be.
And don't be confused by
Arbitrary conditions that you could just look at later on. Yeah.
It's just really it.
That's it. Cool.
So, bit of a strange question, not a difficult question. Let us know if you've got any other questions you want us to look at.
Cool.